Let's talk tactics. You've heard all the basic stuff. It gets said everywhere when we talk about Pathfinder. But why do these things work? When don't they work? In this series, we'll discuss this and so much more. Today we're covering these four concepts: tempo, value, opportunity cost, and variance. Understanding these will help you think more tactically on your turn and help you strategize better. Pathfinder is a game about resources, HP, spell slots, and consumables, to name a few. But every single character in the game shares three really important resources: your three actions. Actions are unique in that they're temporary resources. If you don't use them, you waste them. That's what we'll call tempo, a measure of how efficiently or effectively you're utilizing your resources. The game's math expects you to use them all each turn, because you get them back on the next turn. If you waste your actions, you're losing tempo. If your enemy loses actions, you're gaining tempo. But what does it mean to waste an action? That brings us to value. In Pathfinder, an action, as well as every other resource, is valued based on what other resources you can trade it for. This can be damage, healing, movement, some combination of that, and so much more. Whenever you take your turn, you often consider how much value you can get out of your actions. For example, your first strike each turn has the most value, decreasing as you gain multiple attack penalty. Or using one action to heal someone for 30 HP versus one action to heal 30 HP and stride. The latter is more value. Then we've got opportunity cost. What are you giving up if you take your current course of action? You could strike again, you could step away, you could try a maneuver, you could raise a shield. Every option precludes other options. And there's even a chance you can miss. You might bomb your bon mot, fumble your tumble, and slip on your trip. That's variance, the concept of how often you get your desired outcome. Attack rolls, damage rolls, skill checks, saving throws, all of them have variance. An attack that deals 100,000 damage but only hits 1% of the time, on average deals 1,000 damage, but that doesn't mean it's any good. Most of the time, you'd be more useless than a witch trying to use the hair attack feats. Let's take a common piece of advice given to Pathfinder newbies. Find a third action. How do each of the four terms apply to this statement? Tempo is easy. You want to be using your actions, and taking 3 actions is better tempo than taking 2. Value and variance come into play here as well. There's damage value in making a map strike, but how often are you actually getting that hit at -5 or -10? The variance may be too high. Your expected value goes down per action with more multiple attack penalty, and the lower your value, the less tempo you're gaining out of your action. Meanwhile, something guaranteed, like +2 AC or a demoralize or a step or stride, those can provide you full value at a lower opportunity cost. Trading a mapless attack for Frighten 1 might not be worth it, but trading a map -10 attack almost certainly is. Starting to see how these concepts interact with each other? To evaluate tempo, you need to give actions a value. Value relies on knowing the variance of the action you're doing, alongside each action having an opportunity cost to it. It's all connected. Focus on trading your resources more efficiently than your enemies. Wasting enemy actions is one of the most powerful things a PC can do. Don't do the enemy's job for them by wasting your own actions with poor tactics. Always consider what you're going to do on your next turn. Tempo, value, opportunity cost, and variance. By understanding these four concepts, you're well on your way to becoming a master tactician. Thanks for watching.